I know what you're thinking, guys. Let me clear this thing out. Did he shoot 5 or did he shoot 6? One thing about a shotgun, it doesn't matter how much you hold in the magazine, even though this one's set up to hold 17 rounds. The big thing is how to get ammunition in it quicker. If you want to win a shotgun match, loading it is probably just as important as actually shooting it. So we come up with different ways to do that. And this one is equipped with a speed loader chute. I'm empty. Give you an idea what that looks like. So when I load, all I need to do is grab one of these speed loaders. Give you a little demo here. Keep it on your shoulder, do this, and I got 4 back in it and I'm ready to play. So was that good or what? Maybe I was lucky. Anyway, so in that competition, when I shoot, I can top this thing off while I'm engaging targets. So there's really no reason to ever run it empty. So I know what you're thinking. Shut up and shoot. Let's go ahead and set them up. Let's do it. Okay, the theme of today's outing here is speed loading. So the whole time that it took to do those 8 shots was like 3.5 seconds, but that's not really what I was looking for. What I was looking for is how fast I got ammunition back in the shotgun. So from number 7 to number 8 was a 1.35 of a second. So a second and a third to put 4 rounds in and get it back on target and fire a shot. So we're gonna try to swap this up a little bit. We're gonna play a little mind games with my simple self. We're gonna shoot the target on the left, shoot 3 on the rack, do a reload, 3 on the rack, and then 1 stop plate. Same amount of ammo, but I'm gonna put the load in there somewhere different. So let's go ahead and do that. Yo! How you like that one, guys? We are empty. All right, that was a little bit faster reload that time. Let's go back and review it. The whole thing about, the theme about today is reloading. Well, it felt faster. It was exactly the same thing. Matter of fact, it was 100th of a second slower. It's a 136. So there you have it. Perception, not really knowledge. Anyway, timer don't lie. Looks pretty good on my end though. Let me get this timer down and give you an idea of what we have here. This is my 930 Mossberg. It's a JM model. It's an open division gun, so it has an optic on it. Of course, it has a speed loader chute. This comes from Arredondo. I've modified it to fit a Mossberg 930. It has a Nordic component extension on it. This is a 16 shot. It's a 15 shot extension, yes, 15 shot. It's got Magnaport on it. It's a 24-inch barrel. I had Magnaport. This is my design, and they were kind enough to execute it for me. And it works especially well on a right-handed shooter. So the gun is extremely fast. I've shot this particular gun now for about 2 years now in competition. So it's been outstanding. The only thing I can say bad about it is I need more of them. So that's a 930 JM. So we're clear. As you can see, that went pretty slick. There's a lot of things there that are very important, and when you combine them, it makes for a very good reload. Let me go ahead and pick my loader up here. These are actually made by Armstech. They've been out forever. The original design had a completely rounded pusher on it. You can see they've been modified. A lot of ranges you go to, you cannot use this without this modification to the pusher. What happened when they were in their original design, somebody had an accidental firing of the ammunition in a magazine tube by the actual pusher detonating a primer. So they put this safety cut in there, and that keeps that from happening. So if you're gonna home brew a pusher, make sure you have the top cut out like this when nothing hits the primer should it jam. This one also has an Arredondo follower. This little piece of plastic just fits in the rear. And what this allows the shooter to do is when you start the reload, you can see how it goes through the loader. The critical part is starting the load, so this actually acts as a guide. It keeps the handle in the loader a little bit longer. What happens in the original model of this loader, it would be possible to strip it through the loader. If something was jammed, the handle would actually physically pop through the loader and you couldn't finish your reload. So this little bit of plastic right here means a big difference to the overall performance. You notice it has 2 little notches here. And what these notches do, guys, this was a loader that came off of from 1100 Remington, and I modified it. I welded on some aluminum pieces here, and had to modify the trigger guard. I like the angle of this loader a little bit better than anything else, so that's why I use it. So these two notches actually captivate the loader. So when you go to load it, it has a secure platform just for a moment to where you can start the load and then you can finish the cycle. So pretty consistent, especially when you do these. You have to realize when you're doing these reloads, guys, you're going to be on the run and everything is bouncing around. So you want the loader and your equipment to help you as much as possible. Try to get the ammunition back in the Mossberg as quick as possible so you can win. So there you have it, guys. This is actually my open competition shotgun. All the decals you see on it are the people I represent at a competition. So it looks a little bit gaudy, but hey, these are the guys who pays the bill. So one thing about a shotgun, it's always empty. So practicing how to reload is probably as important as it is actually learning how to shoot it fast. So all this equipment leads up to that. So what you want to remember, guys, if you want some magazine extensions like this from Nordic Components, if you enter product code 2015 TM-7, you get a 7% discount on anything from Nordic Components. So that's a pretty trick thing. So the product code is that right there. So with that said, I would like for you to subscribe to Miculek.com, like me on Facebook, and keep posted, guys. We got a lot of good stuff coming. Thank you.